In this video, we're going to talk about how to find the determinants of 2x2 matrix and also 3x3 matrix. And we're also going to do a lot of examples. So I hope you guys can enjoy the video. So let's get started. Well, the first one is a 2x2 matrix. So when you guys came to this 2x2 matrix, it is so easy and it is so easy procedures. So all we have to do when you come to the 2x2 matrix is we've got this 2x2 matrix over here. So what I want to do is just first I have to multiply these two by 3, and then I'm going to subtract my result from 7 times by 5. So when I do that, it will be 2 times by 3 is 6, and 6 minus 7 times by 5 is 35. So my last answer will be what? It will be negative 29. So this is so easy. So all you have to do is just multiply these two sides and subtract it from these two sides. So this is it. Now let's go to the next example. So I want you guys to stop the video and try by yourself and see if you get the answer. So the same procedure. So when I follow the same procedure, it will be 3 times by 5 and subtract the result from 4 times by negative 2. So it will be what? 3 times by 5 is 15, and 15 minus 4 times by negative 2 is negative 8. So 15, so since negative times negative is positive, it will be positive, so positive 8. So 15 plus 8 is what? It's just 23. And I'm done. So this is so easy. So now let's go to the 3x3 matrix, and 3x3 matrix is a little bit different than that of this 2x2 matrix. But now let's see it. Okay, now this one is a 3x3 matrix. So when you count the 3x3 matrix, the first thing or the first procedure that you have to do is just sign, or I want to sign it. So what I mean by sign is there's kind of like a pattern that goes with this 3x3 matrix and 4x4 matrix. And that sign is just it varies all the time. It's just plus minus plus minus plus minus. So that's how it goes. So I'm just gonna say this one, I'm just gonna put this sign over here. So plus, minus, and plus, since I got this 3x3 matrix. And then the second thing that I want to do is I'm gonna take these two and I'm gonna eliminate this part. So when you eliminate this part, you're left with these 2x3 matrix. So what I mean by that is just since I got these two, and when I eliminate these two part, I'm left with this one. So it will be, so I'm left with that one. So I'm left with this 2x3 matrix. So I'm gonna multiply 2 by the 2 by 2 matrix. So it will be what? 2, 1, 4, 3. And then the second one would be I got negative 3 over here. So I'm gonna write this negative 3 and then times by eliminate it. So when you eliminate this thing, you're left with 1, negative 3, and 4, and 3. And then the last one will be what? The last one will be positive 1. So when you eliminate this side, you're left with 1, negative 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm done. So now what I want to do is I just want to solve this whole thing. So when I solve this whole thing, it will be 2 times by, follow the previous procedure. So 2 times by 3 is 6. 6 minus 4 times by 1 is 4. And negative 3 times by 1 times by 3 is what? It's just 3. So, and minus 3 times by 4, or negative 3 times by 4 is negative 12. So this is negative 12, and plus 1 times by 1 is 1. 1 minus 3 times by 2 is 6. Or negative 3 times by 2 is just negative 6. So now 2 times by 6 minus 4 is 2. And negative 3 times by, this one will be positive, so 12 plus 3 will be 15. Since this one will become positive, so it will be negative 3 times by 15 and plus 1 times by, so this one also became positive, so it will be 1 plus 6, so it will be 7. So now let's solve this whole thing. So it will be 2 times by 2 is 4, and negative 3 times by 15 is what? Is negative 45. And then plus 1 times by 7 is 7. So when you solve this whole thing, you're left, or you're gonna get negative 34. and then this will be my last answer. So my last answer is negative 34. So I hope you guys understand the concept. So if you understand the concept, just I want you guys to stop the video and try this one or try the next one. So this is it, and I want you guys to try the next one. So let's do the next one. But I hope you guys stop the video and hope you guys are trying to do the next one. So now I'm gonna do the next example. Okay, so I'm gonna follow the same procedure with this example. So the first thing or the first step is all the time just the sign. So it will be plus, minus, and plus. So I hope you guys understand the concept. So if there was some stuff over here, it will be minus. So there's a pattern. It just always goes this way: plus, minus, plus, minus. That's how it goes. So now, and then the second thing that I want to do is just I want to eliminate it. So it will be when I eliminate this side, I will I'm left with this. I'm left with this one. So it will be 2 times about 1, 2, 4, and 5. Since I'm left with this one. So, and then the second will be negative 1. So negative 1, when I eliminate this side, it will be 1, negative 3, 0, 4, not 4. When I eliminate this one, it will be negative 1, negative 1 times by 1, negative 3, 4, and 5. And then my last one would be 0. So 0 is positive. This one is actually positive. So it will be what? It will be 0 times by, when you eliminate this side, you're left with 1, negative 3, and 1 and 2. So now let's do it. So when you just solve this whole thing, you're gonna get 2 times by 1 times by 5 is 5, and 4 times by 2 is 8. So 5 minus 8. So follow the previous procedure that I showed you in the 2 by 2 matrix. So 1 times by 5, 5. So minus negative 8, and minus 1 times by 1 times by 5 is 5, and minus of minus 3 times by 4 is negative 12. So, and then the last one will be positive 0. So 0 times by 1 times by 2 is 2, and minus of minus 3 times by 1 is positive 1. It's 1, but it will be positive since we got these two negatives over here. So when I solve it, I'm going to get 2 times by 5 minus 8. So 5 minus 8 is a negative 3, and minus 1 times by. So 5 plus, this will be plus, since we got these two negatives, it will be what? It will be plus. So, and this will be negative 17. So not negative. Yeah, it will be negative, but now it will be positive. But when you multiply with this one, it will be negative. So now 2 times by negative 3 and negative 1 times by 17. And my last one, the last one will be, anything that's just multiplied by 0, it will be 0, so it will be 0. So 2 times by negative 3 is negative 3, and minus 1, minus 17. So minus 1 times by 17 is minus 17. And my last answer will be what? It will be negative 20. So this is it, and this is my last answer, and this is how you know. Actually, no, I made a mistake, because 2 times by negative 3 is what? 2 times by negative 3 is negative 6. So negative 6 minus 17 is what? It's negative 23. I'm so sorry, guys, for my mistake. So this one is negative 23. And this is my last answer, since I got these two negative. I don't know why I missed it. So my bad, and I'm so sorry, guys, but my answer is negative 23. So if you guys got the answer that is negative 23, it means that you guys are right. So this is how you deal with a type of question that is that is 3 by 3 matrix. And thanks for watching, and have a nice time. And I'm glad because you watched my video. So have a nice time, guys.